Hello guys and welcome. In this video tutorial I'll show you how to use ACF Recent Posts widget, which is basically an advanced widget and a shortcode which gives you an ability to create a complex um, set of posts which you can apply different settings to, use meta keys, use advanced custom fields, and gives you a full flexibility on how you want to control your sidebar or how do you want to create shortcodes and embed posts inside a page or post. So let's take a look at this sidebar area to the left. As you can see, there are some posts published here with their content and a thumbnail. This is all achieved thanks to the plugin I am explaining right now. And once you activate it, I assume you are familiar with plugin activation and usage, you will see ACF Recent Posts widget, available widget in your sidebar area. And once you put it to the widget area, you'll see a lot of settings here. I'll go through them one by one to give you a general overview of the power of the plugin. So the first one is that you can specify a title of this area, say my widget posts. Let's name it my widget posts. Let's save the setting and let's see if it's added. Yes, it's changed the area name. It's called my widget posts here. Alright, so further on you can assign some custom CSS class, say my CSS. This gives you control on the layout. If you are a programmer, you can use this class to modify the layout of the plugin. It will be routed a div with this CSS class. Now, another option is to ignore sticky posts. Say you have a post and you mark it as sticky. Let's apply it to this. It's sticky, right? If you set the setting, this post will be ignored. The search keyword is similar to the WordPress default search. You can type some stuff here, say test, and the posts displayed in the sidebar will be displayed only if they match this search criteria. You can also exclude some posts by specifying the comma-separated IDs of these posts, right? Now, the question is, how do you get the ID of a post? It's simple. If you go to the post or page edit screen, you can see the ID here. It's 149 in case of this page. It's an embed which I will explain in a different tutorial. Another setting is whether or not you want to display date. If you want to display the modified date, this means that displays the date when the post was last modified. As you can see, the post has a publication date, and if you enable revisions or view them, you will see that it's been edited. 5 minutes ago, there were past revisions, 14, 15, etc. minutes ago, and basically the modified date will display the latest modified date of the post, not when it was first published. Let's get back to the post edit screen. If you just you can also set up the date format. Here's a reference to the page where you can find different formats, and let's use a different one. If you check the relative date checkbox, it will display the date relative to when it was published. So instead of a format, it will display 2 minutes ago, 1 hour ago, 1 week ago, etc. Date start and date end are functions which let you choose posts from a specific period. So such a setting will list posts that have been published on 1st of January and that haven't been published later than 8th of January 2017. It's a nice pop-up which is quite easy to use. Password. So if you have a post which is password protected, say you go here, set the password to ZXC, save the post and specify ZXC here, only this post will be displayed. This may be used in case when you have a membership site or something like that and you want to display only the posts that are password protected for the users who have the password. Also, we can display posts with password only, not with a specific password, and you can exclude the posts that are password protected. It's a different different than to what has previously been. If you have public site and you have some password protected posts and you don't want to display them, you just check this checkbox. Now you can choose from a different set of post types. By default, this is a post, page, and also attachments which are added to the media. I have a custom post type which is called MLC Global Product, which is not used right now. There are also post formats. Standard is the typical post. It applies to posts, so it's here, it's standard. And they're also different. It's mostly dependent on the DEM you are using. Not all DEMs support all post formats. And so this setting is limited to your current active DEM. You are most likely using the standard most of the time. The post statuses. So you have a future post, you have a draft, you have a pending, private, trash, etc. Or you're working on a site for an admin who wants to see on front end, as in on this user facing site, who wants to see different statuses. You may limit that to those settings. Authors are similar to the exclude value. You have to provide a comma separated list of authors. For instance, admin has always ID of 1, and if you want to look for IDs of the other users, you go to all users and find the ID and the URL of the address, just like I did with the post previously. You may specify the order, ascending, descending, order by. There are plenty of settings which are self-explanatory. However, the meta value and meta value numeric are a bit different. They are only used if you specify the keys below. So let's say we have a post with a custom field called my custom field with a value equal to 1. It's a numeric field. So my custom field is the meta key I want to look for. I want to compare it with, I want to use a comparison method of equals, and I want to specify it to 1. Then let's assume I have plenty of posts like that, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I would change my value to greater than 0, which would list all of them that have meta value from 1 to n, where n is infinity, and you want to order them by meta value numeric. They would be displayed according to those settings. So 1 would be first, 2 would be second, 3 would be fourth, etc. And if you change the type to descending, the order would be reversed. Quite simple, and this may be used when you want to create custom order of posts, or you have some specific data. You want to list posts from, say, my custom field equals listed. If you changed it to listed and you set the value to equals, then only posts with a meta key of my custom field and the value of listed would be listed. There's also an ability to limit from a specific category, from a specific tag, from a taxonomy. Say you have a plugin which introduces new taxonomies, say projects, named projects, and equals 1. 1 would be the ID of the taxonomy created, again taken from the tab and added here. Operator in means the category is equal to 1, and not in means the projects that are not equal to 1. Number of posts to show, this is quite self-explanatory. You can use -1 to list all of the posts. Number of posts to skip, say you want to avoid the first post all the time, so you say specify 1, 2 will omit 2 posts, etc, etc. If you want to display thumbnail, you can specify the height, width, alignment of the thumbnail, and you can use a default thumbnail in case the thumbnail and the featured image of a post was absent. You can also show excerpt, specify excerpt length, and display read more text. You just have to know that this setting only applies in case of default excerpt. So if you have a pretty lengthy content, lorem ipsum dollar seed amet, and the excerpt field is empty, WordPress will take this setting into account, limiting the number of words to 2. Continue, and display such a text. This only applies if you haven't got any custom excerpt. Note that this is quite important. Now let's save it and let's take a look at our sidebar here. Alright, we have a single post here because I have specified some settings like meta compare my custom field is as here. As you can see, my custom field is listed, and this is the single image, single image. Yes, it has some content in here which I have to update, and let's see if it will be chopped. Yes, it's chopped, and there's a continue button here which I have specified here. If we remove it, the default continue written will be displayed instead. Now this is quite interesting area. Say you have created an advanced custom field for a post named text field. Here it is. I created a custom field, text field, which is of type text, and I want to make sure the value of this field is printed. So this is my text field value. Let's update it. Now I have those text areas which let me specify the content before each post in the loop, after each post in the loop, or before the whole loop or after the whole loop. You may use some meta keys in the first two areas, and for ACF the name of the field was text field. I want to have it displayed. Let's save the plugin and let's take a look at it. Take a look. Bam, and the value of the text field is displayed here. Basically, you can specify any amount of custom fields, have them different, and thanks to that have a different content in your widget area or in a shortcode which comes up with the plugin. Basically, after install the plugin, you'll see this shortcode area and a simple user interface which basically has the same set of options as for the widget. So basically that's it. That's the base usage of the ACF Recent Post widget. In the next tutorial I will cover the ability of editing the plugin templates, which are by default located here. You can customize them with some programmatical knowledge, and I will give you an overview on how you can customize them without affecting the core plugin code. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you really liked the video, make sure you leave a comment below, and hopefully you liked it. Thank you.